So hey guys, welcome to lecture 3 of module 1. In lecture 1 and lecture 2 we were discussing the topic frequency domain sampling and reconstruction of discrete time signal. Uh, Let me recall what and all the things we did in lecture 1 and lecture 2. So from where we started from DTFT equation, right? So how does the DTFT equation we have? It is x of omega is equal to summation n varying from summation x of n, and since x of n is this non-periodic signal, so n is varying from minus infinity to infinity e power minus j omega n, right? So we called it as equation 1. Now since x of omega is periodic with fundamental period 2 pi, what we did was we have sampled this omega from 0 to 2 pi with how many samples? N number of samples, right? And since to get the samples, we had an index called as k, where k was varying from 0 to n minus 1, since we sampled n number of samples. Okay, if I put this omega value in equation 1, what we get is x of 2 pi by n into k is equal to summation n varying from minus infinity to infinity x of n e power minus j 2 pi by n into k into n, where k is varying from 0 to n minus 1, right? We called it as equation 2. Now since this is an infinite length discrete time sequence, we split this summation into infinite number of summation, where each summation had n number of samples, right? And we wrote it in a compact form. How did we write it? X of 2 pi by n into k is equal to summation, after writing it in a compact form, we get L varying from minus infinity to infinity summation, so inner summation n varying from Ln to Ln plus n minus 1 x of n e power minus j 2 pi by n into kn. Okay, this is how we wrote it in a compact form. Now if I and we did some mathematical simplification, and we wrote it in the form of periodic signal. How did we write it? So we, after replacing n is equal to n minus ln, right? So how did we end up? X of 2 pi by n into k is equal to summation n varying from 0 to n minus 1 x p of n e power minus j 2 pi by n into kn, right? And we called it as equation 4, and we called it as equation 3, I guess. You just have to check it. So this was actually equation 4, and this equation is also called as DFT equation. DFT stands for discrete Fourier transform. Discrete Fourier transform. So we are going to deal in detail with this equation, but for time being, so this equation is called as DFT equation. And what is DFT? DFT is discrete Fourier transform. Okay, this is where we stopped in lecture 2. Okay, we'll continue with this equation now. Okay, so any periodic sequence or signal sequence xp of n. So p stands for periodic. Okay, xp of n can be represented or can be expanded by Fourier series as I hope you know this equation. So xp of n, so it's a periodic signal, right? So I can expand it in Fourier series as summation ak, where ak is the Fourier coefficient and k is varying from 0 to n minus 1. So we have totally n Fourier coefficient. Okay, so e power j 2 pi by n into kn, where n also is an integer. It is varying from 0 to n minus 1. We'll call it as equation 5. Okay, so where as I told you, ak is a Fourier coefficient, right? Ak is Fourier coefficient, and it is given by, so where ak is Fourier coefficient, it's a Fourier coefficient, and it is given by 1 by n scaling factor. So summation xp of n, the given periodic sequence where n is varying from 0 to n minus 1. Why? Because it's a periodic signal with fundamental period capital N, right, into e power minus j 2 pi by n into kn. Fine, and k is varying from 0 to n minus 1. We'll call it as equation 6. Okay, now so comparing equation 6 with 4, equation 6 with equation 4. So what do we have? This is our equation 4, right? So this is our equation 4 and this is our equation 6. If I compare, what do I get? So ak is equal to 1 by n into this entire thing is what? X of 2 pi by n into k, right? Because summation n varying from 0 to n minus 1 xp of n e power minus j 2 pi by n into kn. Here also I have to carry the value k is varying from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so I can write ak as 1 by n into x of 2 pi by n into k, right? Okay, alright, I'll do that. So what do I get? Ak is equal to 1 by n into x of 2 pi by n into k, right, where k is varying from 0 to n minus 1. Now what I'll do, to substitute this ak value in equation 5. I'm going to substitute the right hand side of ak in equation 5. So what do I get? So xp of n is equal to summation k varying from 0 to n minus 1, and what is ak? 1 by n into x of 2 pi by n into k e power j 2 pi by n into kn, and n is varying from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so I can take this 1 by n outside because it's a constant. So xp of n is equal to 1 by n into summation k varying from 0 to n minus 1 x of 2 pi by n into k e power j 2 pi by n into kn, and n is varying from 0 to n minus 1. So this is called as actually IDFT equation. So again, what is IDFT? It is inverse discrete Fourier transform. And this equation, if I call it as equation, this is equation 7, right? Okay, this is equation 7. So equation 7 gives reconstruction of periodic signal this periodic signal xp of n from the samples of Fourier transform x of omega, which in the earlier part of derivation we have discussed. Okay, so this is about frequency domain sampling and reconstruction of discrete time signal.